I'm Joanna DeCellis, editor of Club and Resort Chef. I'm here today with Tyler Dudley, executive chef and director of culinary operations for Daniel Island Club. Thanks for joining us today, Chef.
Thank you, Joanna, for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, personally, Tyler Dudley. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, so I had a short drive here to Charlotte for the conference this year, which was nice. At home, I have 3 lovely children and a wife of 10 years and a little weenie dog that we call Harper. But we love living in Charleston. We love being by the coast, and I love being here as well. So,
how long have you been with Daniel Island Club?
Wow, 19 years in May.
That's great.
Yeah, so I've been there. I basically opened the club when we first opened in 2000, late 2000. Started there and kind of grew with the club.
Tell us about the club. What's it like? How big is it? What's
busy.
Kind of the lay of the land?
It's big. It's I think our membership right now stands at 1,400 families. The club has 36 holes of golf. We have 3 operating restaurants on property, a thriving banquet business with a ballroom, tennis facilities, fitness facilities. So there's a lot of moving parts within the club for sure. But it's exciting to be there.
What's the food and beverage like?
Well, revenue-wise, we do about $6 million a year in food and beverage revenues. We have the 3 outlets, which I just spoke of. We have, I can talk about the restaurants if you'd like me to. The one restaurant is Harry's. It's named after Harry Guggenheim. Guggenheims have a stake on Daniel Island, so we homage to Mr. Guggenheim. We call it Harry's, but it's a fine dining restaurant.
Okay.
It's dinner 5 nights a week, Wednesday through Sunday, brunch on Sundays.
Okay.
Upscale dining, we do prime meats and fresh seafood. Being in Charleston, we like to use that as much as we can.
Yeah.
We have it's not an open kitchen, but we have an oyster bar at the bar, which is really neat.
Oh, that is cool.
Where members can sit around the bar. We have an oyster chef there doing cold preparations, ceviches and tartars and fresh oysters, which is really neat for us. So that's one entity. Another one is it's called the Grill Room. It's more of our casual upscale. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner 6 days a week, brunch on Sundays. More family oriented.
Okay.
Golfers, ladies coming off the golf course, having lunch, family of 4 coming in for dinner. Nice. Little higher volume, about 200 seats in that restaurant. And then the other one is our seasonal restaurant. It's really not seasonal because it's really March through December.
Yeah.
But it's an outdoor concept. It's swimming pools. This is where our fitness center is, where our tennis center is. It's lunch and dinner 7 days a week. And we call it the largest restaurant in Charleston because it has over 400 seats and it's poolside dining, cabana bar, really high end. I mean, especially in the summer, it's a busy place.
Is this, you're doing an expansion of
we just completed it.
Okay.
What we did when we call it the Park Club, when it was first conceptualized, built, there was one swimming pool and we called it a snack shack. So the idea was the member would come up to the window, order something quick, and then they'd go back to their seat. As the membership grew, everything grew. So the restaurant or the snack shack kind of was obsolete.
Yeah.
So we did some small renovations of that restaurant probably about 8-9 years ago. Okay. Our membership kept growing. 2 years ago or last year, we said we need to do something because we're having compaction issues. We're having ticket times are long, so we couldn't handle the volume. Uh-huh. So what they did is they added seats, which didn't help. With the ticket times. They had a lot of seats, but we added fire pits. We added a cabana bar. We have a live music stage. We have all the major sporting events because we have the drop-down projection screens down there. And then the last part, we did the kitchen, which was sorely needed.
Yeah.
So we renovated the kitchen where it's more streamlined, that we can do the amount of volume that we do, which is exciting for us. But yeah, that's the third. So three dining outlets.
Was the renovation there a complete gut and rebuild, or just rearranging?
Rearranging some things.
Okay.
On the outside for sure, with the addition of fire pits and seating. Aesthetically, we made some changes with the cabana bar. The kitchen really did do a transformation for the kitchen though. It was again, we designed it to be quick, but we're doing quality food down there. But we're also we want it in a timely manner. So that was a pretty big undertaking for us.
Yeah.
But it was definitely worth it. We're seeing members are really enjoying it, especially in the
bet.
summer months for sure.
So did you get to buy new equipment for this space?
Yeah, it was like the whole thing.
Of course. What did you look for in the new equipment? What'd you get?
I was like Christmas. It was like, oh, I want one of these. It was just like nonstop. Just this is what I want. And my GM was like, all right, you need to pump the brakes a little bit. We don't have this much money in capital.
Yeah.
But it was fun doing that. It's always fun designing and getting new equipment, and the staff gets excited about it. But yeah, we just definitely did some changes.
What did you get?
I mean,
everything. So what do you look for in your
combi
equipment?
ovens, and we did double stack combi ovens, state of the art fryers, because we do a lot of frying down there because it's poolside dining. Just flat tops, grills, refrigeration. I mean, it was everything. But we had fun doing it.
I bet. Yeah. How do you constantly get in front of the ever-growing membership? You've got all these new things that you're having. So how do you get yourself and get food and beverage in front of them?
Well, it is hard because, walking around the club, going to each dining outlet, because they're all separate.
Yeah.
I track my steps a day. It's incredible just walking around the property.
Yeah.
And then the pool cabana is, it's actually the way it's designed is actually about a mile down the road from the club.
Oh, wow.
So it's all these different areas, and you lose touch sometimes, especially with 1,400 families. Like, who's this? I've never even seen this member before. How do you stay in touch with them? So I do a few things. I'm sure a lot of chefs are doing the same things. We do a chef's table, but we actually do it in the dining outlet, not in the kitchen.
Okay.
So the idea is it's a 5 or 6 course tasting menu. It's kind of a spontaneous menu. They don't know what they're going to get. I actually I serve the table. So I'm out in the dining room. So the members see it like, oh, what's going on over there? What's Chef Tyler doing today? And it's really worked. We started it last year. It's really kind of creating a buzz now. People are when we're doing the next one, when we're going to do the next one. So we did 8 last year. We have more planned for this year.
Nice.
That's one way I found is a good way to get in front of the membership. Another is actually a newsletter, an actual personal newsletter that I send out monthly.
Oh, nice.
I call it Chef Tyler's Culinary Corner. I send it out. It's basically just talking about what's going on in the food and beverage department.
Okay.
What's coming up? What did we just do last month? And also it welcomes feedback to our membership. So you get emails, members it might ask for something, or what did you put in this? And I'll put a recipe in there sometimes.
Oh, neat.
But I feel it's a good way just to get in front of the membership, let them see you, let them know who the face is when they see me walking around. It's really helped me, and also get to know the members better as well.
Yeah,
so
it makes you more accessible to them.
I think so, for sure.
What is your culinary philosophy?
I think as a chef, I would say as a chef, you should be a leader, not a dictator. I think it's a philosophy I like to take. When I say that, it's how do you talk to your staff, and do you want them involved in what you're doing? Other than this is Chef Tyler's restaurant, this is what we're going to do. Let's hear the input from our chef de cuisines and our sous chefs and our line cooks. What do you guys think, and how do you get them involved?
Yeah.
So being that chef that's saying, well, this is how it's going to be. It doesn't really work for me that way. So I think that is my philosophy. It's like, be a leader. Don't be a dictator of what you're doing.
So it sounds like you're very focused on mentorship and training and kind of bringing your team together so that it's not top down. So what kind of training programs do you have in place, or mentoring opportunities do you offer to your people?
We train, obviously. We have a job description when they come in, and then there's a training manuals they have to follow. We basically bounce, if you're a new line cook coming on board, you're starting in the stewarding department, because we want them to see basically not only where everything is, but also get an appreciation for what our stewarding team does.
Yeah.
And then we kind of release them to do a line cook, and a line cook might train them on something for a week. And then we release them to the sous chef, and the sous chef will train them on something.
Oh, nice.
And then we release them to the chef de cuisine, and now they're so it's a training program that we do. It's really worked for us to get, especially new employees coming on board, to learn the system, learn where everything is, learn what the sous chef wants, and what the chef de cuisine wants, and what I want at the end of the day. So it's worked for us. What's
the best piece of advice you've ever been given as a chef?
I wanted to be a certified executive chef years ago. I didn't know if I should do it, or should I take the steps to go through it. And I had a mentor chef, Richard Nicholas. We would talk, and he was a local instructor at the culinary school, and he just told me the value of doing that, the value of going through the steps. It's a lot of work, but how it would help my career going forward. And he was a huge mentor for me. He basically walked me through the whole process. I'd call him with questions about it before the practical test, and he was a big inspiration for me to get that CEC. So,
what value has there been in having that certification for you?
I think the membership appreciates it. It also keeps me connected with the local chapter of the ACF. It keeps me motivated because you have to keep up your credentials. You're constantly having to take. This actually is worth points for us to be here, which is nice. But also just being continuing education points and keeping that, for me, keeps you involved with what's going on in the ACF. So it's been great for me.
Yeah. Have any of your line cooks or any of your other team members tried to achieve same certification?
We have a few on board right now, and I've had 4 chef de cuisines have left that have gotten their CEC because I, again, mentor them through it, and it's helped their career too. So it's a big thing for me.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Chef.
Thank you.
For more interviews like this, check out our site, clubandresortchef.com.